Grand Rising, Grand Rising, beloved. What's going on? This is your brother Chief, man. Check this out. Like I said, I'm out here on the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Um, just went underneath the mango tree, got some mangoes. I got a guava. And yesterday I went by one of my peoples, right? And man, he has a lot of fruits. So I got me some bananas. And what's amazing is these bananas, they taste a little different because they came straight from like right from the tree, and they have no chemicals, you know what I'm saying? So like it has a difference in the taste. All right, but of course this is what I want to talk about, this sweet sop. Now most times we call this sour sop, like you would say you have sour sop juice, but this is not sour sop. This is actually sweet sop, right? So you have the sweet sop and you have the sour sop. Now when people talk about sour sop juice, that's what they're talking about. But in essence, in reality, it's actually sweet sap because it's sweet. All right. So yesterday I went, like I said, by one of my friends, another friend house, and his nephew had these, and then he just told me, "Hey, Chief, you know what? Just pick some off the tree." So I got that, right? But what I want to say is, like back in the United States, when I'm in Brooklyn, I pay like $9.99 a pound for this. So if I were to get this in the United States, these five sweet sops, it would literally cost me about $70, like about 60, $70, because it's like $10 a pound. Out here, just went, like I said, hey, Chief, pick what you want. You know what I mean? And the tree was loaded. So I got these, right? So like I said, that's sweet sop. This is pretty much ready to eat. You know what I mean? Yesterday I had one for lunch. I had some mangoes. What else I had? I had one banana, and that's what I had for lunch. But with this right here, like I said, I'm about to pop one of these things open, and but I'm gonna do a workout first. I'm gonna work out, you know, walk on the grass, walk on the ground, do some grounding. I'm gonna do a little sun gazing, give thanks to the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? My universal mother and fathers. Because we have to honor our mothers and fathers. And again, based on the indoctrination that we were taught, a lot of us tend to forget and ignore all the mothers and fathers that came before us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of us are having short days. We need to go back to what we call our spiritual ways, so to speak. All right, and get away from the religious indoctrination that we have been taught. You feel me? Because nature itself teaches us everything. Everything in nature is in the universe, and the universe is the first teacher. Hence, you have the word universe, as they took that word to create universities, a place where you go learn. But the reason why we don't strive so well in this institutional systems of teaching or thought is because it's not universal, it's not organic. You see, we are an organic people. We have to go back to that. So like I said, I'm having a great time down here. I was supposed to go to St. Lucia. I'd already planned a trip to St. Lucia, but one of my indigenous brothers invited me down there. So I was like, you know what? I may take a trip to St. Lucia. I'm also going to St. Martin. Life is about enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? And as indigenous people, we got to rise and come together. But it's so much division, so much jealousy, so much envy. So I just decided to just take a break and just do me. It would have been so much better if we could come together. But I know sometimes that's chasing a dream, chasing an illusion, which in essence, it really isn't. But that's my hopes, where more of us could learn to come together and realize that we're not so different. You have people from the so-called West Indies. Well, everything is the West Indies, but just the area, the region that they named the West Indies in particular, we're talking about the Caribbean islands. We tend to think that we're so different from our brothers and sisters in the United States. We tend to think that we are actually, even in the Caribbean, we are so different from each other. And that's what's happening, because you would have beef with, in the United States, you would have West Coast versus East Coast. You would have all these territorial gangs. My brothers and sisters, it's the same thing in the islands. It's the same thing. They got us so divided, it's not even funny. Even right here in St. Vincent, you have all these gangs, these rival gangs, and we don't realize that these things are institutionalized. They're coming from the higher ups because they don't want to see us come together. You see, no matter where you go, governments are supposed to work for the people, not people work for the government. But because they want us so divided, so distracted, we out here fighting each other so they get to control you. Because any man or woman who cannot handle his own affairs, who cannot handle his own institution, your institution is your mind. And if you cannot handle your mindset, then you become a minor, as in a minority, a child. And therefore, you need a governor of your mind. Hence, it's called governmental departments. They govern your mind. You feel me? I've been teaching y'all this for years now. And I think we could have been a little much more further if we didn't listen to the gossip, the hatred. You know, you still got people out here promoting that I'm African. How stupid and ignorant can you be? And I know I'm more indigenous than you because, like I said, I could trace my ancestors in the Americas from way back. And thank the ancestors, my grandmother is 93. And she remembered her mother and her grandmother, and nobody ever told them about slave stories, nothing of Africa. You tell her about Africa, if she's 93, she'll fight you. You feel me? But because our people are so filled with hate, jealousy, and animosity, you see what I'm saying? But like for me, I don't even stress none of that. I just enjoy my indigenous islands. I enjoy my indigenous lands, and that's what I'm doing. But like I said, I'm still working on things on the private side. You feel me? And when I get back, I'm going to continue to reach out and extend a hand for those of you who want to join me in this endeavor to come together as indigenous people so we could make some moves. Because I'm going to extend the olive branch. You do what you want to do, but I'm going to continue to move forward and live my purpose because that's what I was brought here for. You know what I mean? I'm also about action. I'm not just here to tell you things to ignite your thoughts. And nah, I'm not doing that. Okay? They have people who have bigger platforms than me. And like I told them before, you're going to see them take their platforms and take it to another level. And everything is about talking, and never doing, because that is not their purpose. You feel me? They're out here promoting their business, their brand, and that's what they do. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, do your thing. But me, I'm about us coming together, working together, and restoring our birthright and getting back what's ours. We should have the freedom as indigenous people to travel our ancestral lands and not have these Europeans, especially pale Europeans, be out here dictating every move we make, you know, setting up our communities to fail with crime and the violence and the demonic music. It's all intentional. It's all systematic. Having our young girls out here walking around naked all day, calling themselves bitches and hoes. You feel me? And we have our grown women supporting these things because they themselves, that's what they do. That's what they see themselves as. So when our children go through the system at the age of 12 and 13, they're in jail. They prepare them for that. It's a business because even when you go to jail, a bond is created. That bond is on the stock market. So it's all about business. You feel me? And we don't get it. So we are always at the bottom of that totem pole. You feel me? But nah, man, we deserve more than that. But even if you deserve it, they're not just going to give it to you. You have to rise, stand, and take it. It's ours. Let's claim it. And that's what I'm about. And I'm, like I always say, I'm looking for people that's willing to rise and walk with me. That's it. I ain't got the time for the talking and the distractions. Nah, let the others with the bigger platforms do that. That's why I'm just going to stay low and do what I have to do. You feel me? Because change always comes from the bottom up, not from the top bottom. It always comes from the bottom up. You feel me? So as above, so is below. So I just wanted to take some time. And like I said, I know it's early. A lot of you can't, will not see this live, but you will catch the recording. And just want to kind of show you a few things, man. Like I said, man, this life is what it is. No matter where you are in the Americas, this is what it should be about. Eating natural foods, staying away from all these fast foods, this killer foods that they feed in us. This is what our body was structured and constructed to dissolve and absorb as nutrients. You feel me? We are a sun people. And everything that gives us life comes from the sun. And we have a lot of us running away from the sun, ignoring our source of life. Why do you think the pale Superman fly to the sun to get energy? But how is that? Superman, I mean, no disrespect, Superman could never be a pale man because he cannot handle the sun. You dig? So I'm just saying, man. And the irony is he has to go into the cold to get the kryptonite. So in other words, you know, subliminally, the cold is his nemesis and the sun is his friend. Now the sun is not his friend. No disrespect to my pale brothers and sisters, but you know, we have to realize who we are on this planet. You feel me? We are the kings, lords, and empresses of this system right here, and we are supposed to be running it. Not to abuse anybody, no, but to keep things in order, to bring law, to bring order. That's what we're supposed to be doing. But we are the ones that's being lawless. And of course, a lot of it, like I said, is systematic. Okay, it's suggested, because if you put us in a community where we have to fight each other, attack each other, put us in survival mode, which we're not supposed to be in anyway. You ask your brother, your sister, how you doing? Oh, I'm surviving. Nah, you're supposed to be living. Survival is for people who are fighting wars. We should not be at war with each other or with anybody, period. So we have to step up and set order. America could never be great again unless the indigenous people rise to the top and set order. Because now the land is going to work with us. Now Mother Nature is going to work with us. Because we are the natural heirs. You feel me? Don't matter where you go. It could be St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, Grenada, Antigua, Bermuda, St. Thomas. It doesn't matter where you go, St. Croix, the United States, Canada, Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Peru. It doesn't matter where you go. We are the true heirs to this land. Why can't we expand our mind, our thought, our process of thought thinking? And say, yeah, forget our differences, man. You may be from California. You ain't different from me because I'm from Chicago. You're not different from me because I'm from New York. Vice versa. You're not different from me because you're from Dominica or St. Vincent or Grenada or St. Lucia now or Barbados. No, we all indigenous, man. They played a trick on us, a game. You dig? So that's all I've been here, man. Go look at my track record. I've always been consistent. My MO did not change. My narrative did not change. Everything that I teach and is about us coming together and who we are. You did? And it's not hard to do, man. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. It's really that simple. Our ancestors are ready to work with us, man. But we are so divided. They don't need that chaos. They already dealt with so much chaos. They don't want that no more. Right now, they're at rest. You know? They're at rest. They're at peace right now. They don't want to come in this chaos, no. But if we force their hand, they will come and you know, they will come with a wrath. You feel me? So all I'm just saying, man, we could do better. Enough of just the talking. The talking. People with big flat platforms. All they want to do is talk. At one point, it's about who we are. Now it's about everything else. And I told y'all it was going to happen because that's not what they're about. They're about building a brand. They're about building their own empire. It's not about us coming together and creating a government and doing what we got to do. That's not what they're about. And I'm not mad at them for that because that's not their purpose. It's not their purpose. So I'm not mad. Do you, my brother, do you, my sister, build your platform, build your brand. But people are just too blind to read between the lines because they can't see. They're caught up with the hype. You feel me? But like I said, man, I'm going to continue to walk the narrow path. That's what I'm going to do. And that's it. But behind the scenes, I'm going to continue to work and do what I got to do so that we could move. Make law. That's what I'm doing. I'm working on things that's going to make law. That's going to put law in place to protect us as the American Indians. That's what I'm doing. You dig? And trust me, man, I'm doing some powerful things behind the scenes. No need for me to talk about it and say what it is yet, because you have so many haters out here, you know. So I'm just gonna wait, and when it's done, then I'll let y'all know. Hey, the chief have, I've put something in place to protect us. So don't be despaired. You feel me? Things are being worked out behind the scenes, and my thing is never to promote hate. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't care where you're from. You know what I mean? I don't hate nobody. But what I'm not gonna do is allow people to come into my ancestral land and damage my people, destroy my people, poison my people. I'm not gonna stand for that. As one man, I'm always gonna talk against that. You feel me? That's me. Period. Give me the respect as the heir of this land, the Lord of this land. We are the landlords and land empresses of this land. And it's time that we step up and come together, man. Why every time we talk about togetherness, it poisons our minds. Why is that? Because we were taught that we can't trust each other, not realizing all these things are illusions. In the spiritual realm, we are together, but we just can't see past our physical manifestation. When we are one in spirit, we are one in soul, but in the physical, the mind is playing tricks on you. But it's okay though. It's not time for everybody. Everybody has their time. Everybody, they has their season. All right. But like I said, I know it's early. I want y'all to know I love y'all for real, man. You know what I mean? And I'll continue to do what I do. So I'm gonna conclude this build. I'm gonna finish up my workout, get a good Caribbean island sweat, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pop this sweet sop and a couple of these mangoes and this guava, and I'll save the bananas for later. All right, no Didi. You up from the island of St. Vincent. We'll talk soon.